if you're a nursing student, this is going to be major for you. Imagine going into a skills lab where you're able to practice your own nursing skills before you start your job or after you take NCLEX, and you don't have to worry about your nursing instructor being there. You don't have to worry about other students there. This is a place for you to go and just get those hands-on skills so that you can be a better nurse. Well, that is what's happening today. We are going to the ReMar Nurse Skills Lab here in Florida. I'm so excited about it because, you know, good morning, good morning, good morning. Back in 2022, a very special person came into my life, and her name was Eunice. Her name was Nurse Eunice, and she was actually the owner of Florida Medical Training Academy. And at Florida Medical Training Academy, she was like, "Hey, we're training CNAs. We're training we're training nurses to get advanced certifications, and we want to help ReMar nurses." And I'm like, "Cool, great, that's great." And then, life happened, so she and I didn't get to connect until May of this year, y'all. And she came back and she was like, "Hey, ReMar, what's up? We have a skills lab for ReMar nurses." And I'm like, "Yes, this is exactly what we need. This is exactly what we need." You know what, ReMar, our goal is to go beyond just the NCLEX review. We're so much more than that. And now we have the possibility. Let me go inside. I'm literally just so excited. I was out here doing my morning walk, and I just wanted to tell you guys about it. But now we have the ability to do the hands-on training, and I'm going to show you where it is. Are you guys ready? Let me tell you exactly where we will be going. Exactly where we will be going for the hands-on skills lab, because y'all know that I'm in Florida already. So Florida was the goal. So let me show you. All right. And I'm really can you guys see? I'm really looking forward. Let me see, back camera wide. No, I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me know if you can see where we're going. Back camera, triple back camera. Nope. All right. So we're going to go to Jacksonville. Let me know if you can see that. We're going to go to Jacksonville, Florida. And this is the place where the skills lab will be at. So Florida Medical Training Academy in Jacksonville. We'll be going there, and I'm actually on my way there this morning. It's pretty quiet, but I have a lot to do in order for us to get there. So let us listen. Yeah, I know. I'm in so it's in Jacksonville. And let me know if you guys saw that, because I don't know what happened to my camera. But yep, we're going here in Jacksonville, Florida. And this is actually pretty great because I was looking at this news article where it talked about how Governor DeSantis, he's actually going to be giving additional funding for nurse education. All right, nurse education. And that is something that, we're like trying to make sure that that's available and accessible to everybody. All right. Let's see. I'm in Jackson. I don't want to schedule for another NCLEX exam without talking to you. Okay. Send me a DM or send me an email at support@remarreview.com. Okay. Please. My exam is on March. Please help me activate the training. Okay. I will help you. Okay. Morning. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. Got alarms going off. All right. Sorry. It's busy morning, but yeah, so the skills lab that we'll be going to, and like I said, we're on our way. I don't know, there's supposed to be a storm in Jacksonville though, so we will be traveling after it. I'll be there tonight at about 6 p.m. to do a class and talk to the nurses there. We do CNA training there, so it really is. Yes, LPNs can do surgical dressings. Those are pretty like routine. Should be able to do it. It's a 2-day. If you want to come, now here's the thing. The skills lab is going to be for ReMar nurses who have the V2. Okay, so it's not a huge space. So we are not accommodating the entire planet. Like, we want you to have V2. Right now, it's a 2-day skills review. So you're going to get, and when I say you're going to get a lot of skills review, you're going to get a lot, like all of the important ones, all of the, urinary catheterization, like all those things. And again, this is not a need for NCLEX. Like, you don't need hands-on skills to pass NCLEX. We all know that. The skills lab is a way for you to refresh your skills before you actually start a job, or if it's been a long time. If it's just been a long time and you want to practice your hands-on skills without having to go back to nursing school, because a lot of nurses feel like, I did not get enough training in my clinicals, so I don't feel like I am really ready to hit the floor. A skills review will do that, especially after 2 days. Yes, sterile dressings LPNs can do. Okay, and so that's the purpose of the skills lab. And we get nursing students all the time who said, it's been 10 years. Okay, it's been 10 years. So the skills lab is not an online lecture. It's a hands-on place. And that's the beauty of it. It's not just somebody talking about the skills or showing you a video of the skills. It's actually you doing those skills. Okay. And the reason why Florida is perfect is because nearly everybody can get here. Okay. East Coast. Why do you say necklace? Q-Bank says no. Why do you keep saying that? Lots of rules for central line dressing changes. Okay. So that's what it is. So nurses need the hands-on experience in real life. Okay. And also the thing about the skills lab is that it's not something that you will do independently. It is something that you will do for the presence of another registered nurse. Okay, so that's like, you have Nurse Eunice who will be there helping you to go over the skills. It's not something that you're just going to come in there and do. It's not something that you're just going to be in there by yourself trying to figure it out. No, there is a process on, first you're going to review the skills and then you're actually going to do them. And she's so cool because she will actually, she'll actually let you practice on her. So if you are intimidated about starting IVs, she will allow you to even practice on her, which is so cool. It's just so cool. But yeah, Florida's the location. And Florida is going to be our launching pad for many other skills labs. And so I'm just like really jazzed to go there today. I've been trying to get there for months, and I'm taking you there with me. So expansion is happening. And this is a healthy sign of what possibilities there are for you to get access to the things that you need. And that's what ReMar is trying to do. Program is not meant for international nurses. I'm not sure what you mean about that. I need this. Yes, I know. And the thing about it is, like I said, it's a 2-day experience. So you will come to Jacksonville, you'll fly there, you'll drive there. I'm driving there. You'll get a hotel. I'll show you guys where I'm staying at for the night. And it will be like a mini vacation. It will be a mini work vacation. So we're headed up to Jacksonville. That's where the skills lab is. And I'm just so excited. I really am. Do you do Zoom or one-on-one calls? No, send me an email. You can send me an email. So, and again, if you have the V2, this will be a extension of the V2. So for those of you who have V2, this is something that will be available to you. And when I go there, I promise I will have more information about how you sign up, because the classes do have certain start dates, and I know space is limited. Let me see if I can just look real quick. I know space is limited. Let me see, what did she send me about registration? Okay, so yeah, the class is limited. The class this month is taking place on the 20th and the 21st of February. And day one is a 2-day course. I'm just reading you our agenda. Day one, you will go over vital signs, safe medication administration, introduction to IV therapy and phlebotomy, wound care, and dressing techniques. So you'll be doing dressing changes, and then catheterization and care. That's day one. Day two is NG tube insertion, NG tube feeding, CPR. You'll do a megacode simulation. Day two is also trach care, trach suctioning. Day two is also chest tube management and documentation. All right. And then, so there are pre enrollment qualifications. And this is what I need to make sure that we have in place because, like I said, space is so limited. So, typically, for people who are not ReMar nurses, you need to already have your nursing license. That's one thing. And so, I'm going to see if that is still in place or if we can adjust it. Okay. Because the idea, though, for us is that you don't just go in there without having the foundation of nursing reviewed. And so you're in V2 first, you finish V2, because then that means you have the knowledge of chest tubes, you have the knowledge of, safe medication, you understand the pathophysiology. So you do that work first, and then you go into the hands-on skills. Um, Thank you. I passed NCLEX 85 questions. Yes. Okay, perfect. And congratulations, because that's huge. Thank you for telling me that. Jacksonville is a neat place. I think I've driven through Jacksonville, but I'll be stopping there, so I'm happy to see what it's about. Hi, Professor Regina. I'm happy to be in your live video today. I'm also preparing for NCLEX. Sorry, but I'm afraid I left school 11 years ago. Please advise me on what material to use and how to get the material. Okay, let me know where you're located. If you are, it depends on the part of the country you're in. If you're in the United States, you'll go right to remarnurse.com. If you are in Africa, then you will go to my partner, Kenya Nurse Consultant, to get the material. So Drew, let me know your location, but my program is for people exactly like you. It's for people exactly like you. Okay, what about students that just graduated nursing school? Would this be helpful for us preparing for NCLEX? So you don't have to do hands-on skills in order to pass NCLEX. That's not required. Okay, this will be helpful for you after NCLEX. So I would say focus on getting your nursing license, and then if you want to review these skills, like I said, in NG tube, trach, suctioning, then this will be helpful before you start the job. Okay, before you start the job. Do you do live reviews? I do live reviews. They are limited live reviews though. Most of my students, and let me say this, most of my students, they get the V2 online. Even if you come to a live class of mine, I still put you in the V2 because the work of passing NCLEX is what you do at home. It's what you're doing by yourself. Okay, that's how you pass the NCLEX exam. It's when it's just you and the material. Are you able to go through it? So if you're in Qatar, you're going to go, okay, if you're in Qatar, you're going to go to remarnurse.com, and we will be able to ship the books to you internationally. Also, the V2 is online. It's my online training platform, so you'll be able to watch my classes, my videos online, okay? Thank you, Regina. I passed my NCLEX, got all 150 questions. Whew, man, you did it. You did it. You did it. You went the entire test, which everybody should be prepared to do. Okay. All right. Sierra Brooks, I'm going to be using ReMar my third attempt at the NCLEX. Okay. Congratulations. Congratulations. And I say just for being willing to start over again, because that can be challenging. When you refer to V2, are you referring to the videos that came along with using the NCLEX study guide book, which I already have? Great question. Yes, when I refer to V2, I'm talking about the actual system. So that is the videos, that's the question bank, that's the computer adaptive test, and then that is, of course, the quick facts book. That's V2.
that entire system, the study calendar, the file vault, all that good stuff. That's V2. So Sierra, you're probably already in V2. Mm-hmm. Okay. Sandra, this is good. Thank you so much. Hi, Regina. I failed NCLEX at 85 after studying close to 3 months. I get a lot of cardiac questions, and select all that apply questions killed me too. Okay. So we know, good morning, Shiloh. Kids getting up. So we know, can you can you go, Nana, and tell her that you're up, okay? I'll be there in a second. So we know that when you fail NCLEX at 85 questions, it is more or less a problem of not just one specific area, Sandra, but the entire test plan. There were multiple subjects that you weren't clearing. And so when we remediate, we will look at starting all over again. Select all that apply questions probably were very challenging because select all that apply questions are those content-based questions. They're not critical thinking. They're literally testing if you know about a subject. And if you do know about a subject, choose everything that applies to that subject. That's how select all that apply questions work. Okay. For V2, when would you recommend? For V2, when would you recommend? What Nana say?
I don't know.
Okay. Okay, that's okay. Come sit with mommy while I do this live, okay? Sit right here. All right, for V2, when do you recommend doing the Q Bank? I start week 2 on Monday. So if you're starting week 2, if you're following the study calendar in V2, then it will tell you when to go into the Q Bank. So don't rush it. It's coming. It's just follow the course. Okay. All right. Good morning. Do you offer one-on-one tutoring sessions? Not at this time. I don't offer one-on-one tutoring sessions. I do classes on Mondays at 12 p.m. Eastern Time and Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So you can always catch me twice a week on my YouTube channel or right even here on Facebook. Thank you so much, Sierra. Thank you so much. Also, right now for V2, I do want to say that there is a 50% off sale for the V2 training platform, whether you're getting it for the RN or the PN, whether you're getting it for 30 days or 90 days, right now is 50% off. And again, I think this is going to be a prerequisite if you want to come up to the skills lab. You will need to have V2 because you learn theory and content first, and then you do hands-on, and that's even in nursing school. So we're not going. All right. Also, we at the skills lab, you'll be able to do hands-on skills. You'll also be able to get your basic life support, your ACLS, your PALS. I think there's a couple other things. So when I go there, I promise I will be able to show you what's there. I will be able to also show you the courses that we have as well. I'm looking now. So basic life support, phlebotomy course, CNA training. And also, if you're interested in even some entrepreneur things, okay, you're able to do that too. So this is going to be a great, great launch. I'm super excited about it. All right. What else? What else? My cousin who goes to my church recommended you to me. I love your review so far. Oh my goodness. Nyla, thank you so much. And thank you for your cousin for representing it. All right, what other questions do you have? You can ask me questions about the skills lab. You can ask me questions about the skills lab. You can ask me questions about the skills lab. I'll be doing my classes from there this week. It's going to be so cool. Okay, so Tony says, got so many questions on COPD, almost 20. I felt I did well, but felt at 85 questions. When doing the reattempt, should I study more on COPD or avoid it? No, you're going to, and I don't know how you studied, honestly, but I'll just say we're going to study COPD. We're going to study it again. We're just going to make sure that we are not just doing practice questions, but we really understand it. And if you can teach it, then you know you can understand it then. Good morning, Veronica says. Let me see if I can spotlight these. Maybe I can. I don't know if I can. Good morning, love from New Jersey, ReMar RN. I met you years ago and took a pic with you in Palisade at your seminar. That was a while ago. I still come on Mondays and Wednesdays. I can't get enough. Thank you so much. I got to get back up to New Jersey. It was a good time. It was a good class. Thank you, Veronica. Okay. I will definitely get off here and do that. Is there a study calendar for nursing school? No, there's not a study calendar for nursing school because everybody's nursing program is different and the classes are structured differently. So no, I couldn't do that. It's free though. It's like a free, you can go into the entire nursing school course and you can just unlock it. I hope you noticed in the nursing school V2, mental health is now loaded up in there. And I also am doing a clinicals for nursing school too, a clinical. Okay. I'm also doing a clinicals. All right. So anyways, guys, I'm going to get off of here. And the next video you will see, I will be live from the skills lab today. And I just want you to know that, throughout this entire experience, you have what you need to be successful. And that's not just for passing NCLEX, but that's just like in life and in nursing. Like when it comes to your nursing career, when it comes to your nursing journey, we want to make sure that you don't feel like alone or you don't know what you are supposed to be doing. After you pass NCLEX, you're going to start working as a nurse, right? After you pass NCLEX, you're going to start working as a nurse. So come down to Florida, get this hands-on skills, get it reviewed, work with a nurse who's going to be kind to you, who's going to be patient with you, and who's going to be encouraging to you, because that's what is missing. That's what's missing. All right. I'm getting V2 today, but don't know how to go about it. Maybe I could get help on how to obtain it when I talk to you. I can't wait. Honestly, presently, I'm going through Quick Facts for nursing school. So it's super easy. If you already have Quick Facts for nursing school, let me see if I can just go to the, let me see if I can go to the website really quickly, incognito mode. And I don't know, my camera's been acting weird. If I can go to camera and do, I don't know if I could do both. Okay, there we go. Okay, so cool. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to ReMar. Go back. Okay, so you're going to go to, oh, baby, you got a cough this morning. All right, you're going to go to remarnurse.com and you will pick which one you are. Hopefully you guys can see this. If you're a nursing school, LPN, LRN, or entrance exam, okay, you're going to go there. And so let's just say you're going to RN, you want the RN review. You are going to choose whether you want a 60-day program. I'm sorry, you're going to choose whether you want the 1 month program. I'm going to give you some cough medicine. Okay? You got that cough still. Okay. All right, hold on, gotta be a mom. Okay, so you're going to get either the 30-day or the 3 month. And then you'll just click on join now. And because you already have Quick Facts, what I want you to do is over here, I want you to take out Quick Facts from your cart. So you're going to just put it in the trash can. All right. And then that will allow you to get the V2 without having to get the Quick Facts again. Because if you don't take Quick Facts out of your cart, you're going to end up getting Quick Facts all over again. And I don't want you to do that. So that's the step. Okay. I got the V2, but don't know how to use it. That's a simple fix with the V2. I want you to go to your file vault and go and download your study calendar. Okay. Mommy's coming, baby. All right. I want you to download your study calendar. In your study calendar, it will lay out how you are supposed to be using V2. And it's as simple, you watch something, you read something, you answer something. Every study session, when you print out that calendar, Mary, you will see what you're supposed to be doing. Okay? So let me know, Mary, if you have the calendar. All right? Let me know if you can hear me. So those are it. Can we expect the dates and times for the skills lab, or is a one time or is it a one-time skills training? Is it a one-time skills training? No. So the skills lab, impressive healthcare. Let me know. No, it's not a one-time skills training. It's a 2-day skills training, and the next one is happening in February. So actually next week. So I'm trying to get up there so you all can see what it's like, what you will be doing, and if you are anticipating going to the probably the March one. I don't know if you'll make it to the February one, but if you want to go to the March one or an April one, then we'll know the dates. I'll be able to get all the dates the skills lab is happening, and then how you can prepare. I'm even going up into the area, so I'm staying at a hotel. So I'll let you know how the hotel is that I'm staying at is going as well. Okay. All right. So, um, again, you need to have V2. You're going to need to have V2 in order to do it. Yes, complete V2 first. Complete V2 first. And also, actually, if you don't have V2 yet, just wait because Nurse Eunice has V2s, and if you get the program with her, if you get the V2 program with her, you'll probably get a even better discount for the V2. I mean for the skills lab. I know we're gonna be giving all of the ReMar nurses a we're gonna be giving all of the ReMar nurses a discount on the skills lab just to make sure that this is the place where you're going. Okay. That's okay, baby. We're going to mommy's room then. Okay? All right. Hi, ReMar. If you could share the contact with Illinois Board of Nursing so I can plan to reschedule my exam. I mean, broad-based instructions on how to pay now. First attempt. Okay, what do you want me to, if you can share what contact? Because I know we do have the Board of Nursing. I know we do have the Board of Nursing for Illinois accepting us as a remedial program. Can your program serve as remediation for the state of Florida, please? So we're working on that because Florida State of Nursing remediation, as you guys know, is super. I got to say something positive, and I don't know what to say. It's very, very detailed. And so, yes, we have the online now. Yes, we have the skills, but they also want you to have clinicals, which which is okay, which is what we're still working on. Okay. Is what we're still working on. So we just got to get the clinical component and then we'll be able to be a remediation. So no, not yet. And that's because they want you to have clinicals for some reason. All right. Okay. What about Maryland? Let me know. I received my CPR report. How do I break down exactly what to study to pass my next attempt? So let me say something about the CPR report. First of all, it is very vague. It's very vague, especially when you failed. It does not give you a good indicator of exactly where you went wrong. And so we're going to have to use the number of questions as a big indicator. Also, um, you will get a brand new test. And so, how you performed on this last test is really not going to be that beneficial for the next exam that you get. So, let me know, truly, Nye, how many questions did you answer? Because I honestly can probably tell more about that than anything else. Let me know. My exam cut off at 128. I received mostly near passing, 2 above and 3 below. Okay. So near passing it really means nothing because it says literally on that report you could be above or below it. So that's all right. You have 120, you had 120 So 128 questions, and then I gotta go. I gotta check on my daughter. 128 questions actually is pretty decent. Nah, like you didn't get cut off at the minimum. So I would say that you have a good foundation of content, but you gotta work on your critical thinking. And you probably were one of the people who the test allowed to keep going because you were getting the challenging questions right, and the easy questions you were either second guessing yourself or you were just getting them wrong. And then when that happens, honestly, when you get the lower level questions, the level 1, the level 2 questions wrong, that will lead you to a failure. And I did this on TikTok with my study session last night. Sometimes when we look at a question or we're working through content, we just write it off as being like, oh, this is too easy, I already know this stuff. And actually, that's the stuff that will trip you up later on when it comes back around, because it's the foundational knowledge that you have to work on. So I say all that to say we need to start over again. We're going to start from the beginning. We're going to start as if you are a new graduate and not assume that you know anything. All right. Okay. All right, everyone. So it is the morning. It's a very busy morning for me. We're going to Jacksonville today, going to the skills lab. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that ReMar is expanding so much that after V2, you can now go get some hands-on skills? I'm just like, I'm amazed at what God is doing, and I am just anticipating the greatness. I'm anticipating the greatness and the clinical support that Nurse Eunice is going to give you guys, because I don't my all of my partners are fantastic. Like all of my partners who I have with ReMar, no matter where they are on the in the globe, they're really cool people, and they really have a heart for more. Okay, they really have a heart for more for you. So we have Nurse Eunice. She's so committed to being a hands-on instructor. Like that's her thing, like being a hands-on instructor, and I love that. Okay, because that's not everybody's passion. But it's not just a class, it will be a real world training. She's an expert in the clinical skills, she has the equipment, and we just get to use it. Like we get to come in there and we get to make it happen. So I will be going more about that. Okay, I'll be going more on that. All right. So that's it, guys. Follow me today as I go to the Clinical Nurse Skills Lab, and I will be there soon. Keep me in your prayers, and I will keep you in my prayers, and I will see you soon. Bye.